Hello, e-commerce shop owners. So welcome back to our daily videos where we are talking about virtual assistants, interns, and independent contractors. The last few days, we've been answering some of the most popular questions that I get about these team builders. And today we're going to be answering another question. So today's question is, how much does a VA cost? And this is one I actually get quite frequently, especially when people find out how many VAs and interns I've worked with. Just so you know who you're dealing with, I've worked with over 30 VAs and interns, so I have a lot of experience doing these things for my own business. So if you have any questions, definitely dump those in the comments. I'd love to be able to help you out and answer your questions about team building. But for today, let's go ahead and jump into our question. How much does a VA cost? Now, the very first thing I want to say here is it doesn't have to be as much as you think, okay? So sometimes when I talk to people, they're like, this is going to cost me so much money. And yes, there's definitely an investment of working with someone. It is not only a monetary investment, it is also a time investment because you have to manage their tasks, you have to help them when they get confused. All of those things are part of working with a VA, intern, or independent contractor. But when you have the three resources that we discussed yesterday, which by the way, if you've not watched the video from yesterday, you definitely want to go back and see what those three resources are that I recommend that everyone have before they bring someone onto their team. But when you have those three resources, you can hire anyone, and I mean anyone, to do your tasks, which means they don't have to be expensive. Now, this is not true of specialty things. So like if you need to bring someone on as an independent contractor to fix your website and they need to be a coder, clearly you're gonna have to pay more for that. I'm talking about a virtual assistant or independent contractor who is gonna be just doing like normal business tasks, working on your social media, helping you with email, any number of things, video editing. You can literally train anyone to do this. You do not have to have someone that is a high-end specialist that's going to charge you an arm and a leg. If you would like help with your VAs or building a team, I do have a resource for you, and it is at my website, myscheduledbiz.com/VA tools. And on that, you will find my 6 favorite tools to use to build your own team. It is not an email sign up. It is literally just listed on that page. So go to that page and check it out. You can find my 6 favorite tools. But what I want to talk to you about today is how much does a VA cost? So let's assume that the tasks that you want to have done are things like what I just mentioned, video editing, social media, et cetera, et cetera. In that case, I would recommend either bringing on an intern or you could bring on a VA from the Philippines. And the reason is because an intern or a VA from the Philippines are going to be some of your lowest cost options. So the pay range that you're going to find typically for independent contractors is going to be somewhere from about $4 up to $30 and even more if you're looking for someone really specialized. But if you're hiring someone as an intern or a VA from the Philippines, you're on that lower end of the spectrum. So $4, $5, maybe $6 an hour, you can probably find someone that can do the tasks that you need done, assuming they're not specialized. And the way that you're going to do that is you're going to need to make sure that you have those 3 resources that we discussed yesterday. Those are absolutely essential before you bring someone onto your team. When you're prepared, when you have those 3 resources, you can bring someone on for $4 to $10 an hour. I would say that's pretty standard. I have several virtual assistants that work in this price range, and I can tell you that they do an excellent job and I have very little issues with them. Now, if you're looking for someone to write in your native language, whether that's English or not, any kind of actual content, so like a blog post or something like that, you probably will have to be on the higher end of this spectrum because you're going to need someone that is their native language. One mistake I've made time and time again in my business is talking to someone and thinking, of course, my native language is English, thinking, well, they speak English really well, and then having them write content and find out that none of it sounds correct. Now, if you are okay with editing, which is something that I'm actually pretty good at and I actually enjoy doing, you could have someone write it knowing it's not going to be quite right and then go in and edit it. And it doesn't require as much creativity on your end. So that is one option to try and lower your cost as far as those types of activities go. But today we were talking about how much does the VA cost? Short story, you're looking at anywhere from $4 to $30 plus. But if you have general, normal tasks that any business owner is doing, you can be on the lower end by using an intern or a VA from the Philippines. And if you'd like to know my favorite resources to get those, go to myscheduledbiz.com/VA tools. That is a free page. It has all of the information you need. You do not have to sign up on your email list or anything. Highly recommend going and checking that out. Of course, if you're not following me, make sure you follow me. And tomorrow we'll be talking a little bit more about virtual assistants and interns. So be sure to join me live on TikTok or catch the replays on multiple sources. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I hope that this is helping you with your virtual assistants and interns. And be sure to comment below with any questions you have so that I can hit those up on one of my next videos. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.